Mr. President, demographers tell us that in order to sustain itself, a population needs a birth rate of 2.1 live births per woman. In the whole of Europe, the only country that is reproducing at sustainability level is Albania, or Turkey if you count Turkey as a European country. Nowhere else. Europe, including European Russia, is scheduled, according to one UN report, to lose 100 million people over the next 40 years. Germany alone is going to see a shrinkage of its population of 20 million. These are not projections about what might happen if we don't do something. If you like, there's nothing we can do about it now. The decline in birth rates has already happened. The only question is how we deal about it. Why did it come to this stage? What brought us to this pass? Well, one doesn't want to oversimplify. There's obviously a lot of things going on to do with changing working patterns, to do with the spread of contraception, to do with the different role of women in society, to do with longevity. But I wonder whether one part of the problem is the way in which the state has expanded and squeezed out the private sphere, has annexed to itself jobs and duties that were traditionally discharged within the family: childcare, education, social security. The first generation raised with cradle-to-grave welfare, in other words, to excuse the traditional responsibilities of adulthood, was also the first to give up on parenthood. We now face a choice between demographic collapse or importing 100 million people to sustain our numbers and pay our pensions. This should be the top issue in Europe, and it's not one that we're going to address by arguing about changes in employment regulation.
So basically, the population of Europe has collapsed, absolutely collapsed. Okay, and it's not just Europe; it's pretty much everywhere in the world. Okay, you can just do a search. I mean, I did a search on YouTube, put population crisis in, and just start putting countries, and every country came up population crisis. Okay, so just to say, give you an idea, because I said that all these countries are extinct. Okay, they're already extinct. It's because people don't understand what exponential decline means. Right, so let's have a look at what exponential decline is. So if you've got a jar of jelly beans, and there's 1,023 jelly beans in that jar, and the first day you go to it, take one jelly bean out. Second day, double it, take two. Third day, 4, 6, 8. Carry on, right? How many days do you think when that jar's going to be empty? 10. Go for Dave. Okay, so, right, smart ass, whoever said that. What day do you think, if it's 10 days to be empty, what day do you think it will be half full? Oh, some of you already know, yes. It's actually day 9, yeah? The point is you don't see it coming. Right now, we are just at that, so the curve goes very slowly. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere to begin with, it's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, so on, yeah? But then all of a sudden, it collapses, it falls. We are just about there now, yeah? In fact, the only country that isn't, or the only continent that isn't collapsing is Africa, pretty much. Even, this is out of date, even France is now in blue now, and it's well below replacement rate. Okay, this is why this bloodline is concentrating its efforts in Africa. Right? It's not just concentrating its efforts here because you're all mudbloods. Yeah, they don't care about you. So, doing a little research, I asked if there are any orphanages left in this country.